Hello. So if you are one of the really super cool ones who've heeded the advice to um, become successful, you need to set goals, you need to set big, brave, hairy goals. You've set goals in all the different areas. And then suddenly you're thinking, oh gosh, these, how am I going to get these done? And they're so big, they're so far out there. How am I going to break it down and get it done? And that itself becomes stress, and you're panicked and everything over it. You're not on your own. I was in the exact same position, set all the goals and just didn't know what to do with it. So my name, before we get any further, is Dr. Evelyn Tawia. And I'm hoping that today with this video that we can talk a bit about chunking your goals down. So you've been brave enough to set the big, brave, hairy goals. And I did that as well 15 years ago. But I learned to break my goals down, to chunk them down, so that I was able to tackle one small bit at a time, but consistently, patiently, being on it day in and day out. Gradually, I was able to meet that goal. And there's so many benefits that you'll get from chunking your goal down and working through them, because in working through and actually achieving your goal at the end, you yourself, you'll change in ways that you don't even realize. So I'm going to be going back to my favorite second book, Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And we're reading about chunking it down, okay? The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming task into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one. And this is by Mark Twain, and most people know Mark Twain because he wrote a lot of classic books. So sometimes our biggest life goals seem so overwhelming. We rarely see them as a series of small, achievable tasks. But in reality, breaking down a large goal into smaller tasks and accomplishing them one at a time is exactly how any big goal gets achieved. So after you've decided what you really want and have set measurable goals with specific deadlines, the next step is to determine all the individual steps you will need to take to accomplish those goals. So I've got videos in this channel about goals, setting goals, making it time bound, how much and by when, what areas you can set the goals. So when you've set those goals, to break them down into little tasks so that you can achieve them. Okay. So how to chunk it down? There are several ways to figure out the action steps you will need to accomplish your goal. Okay. Now you need one is to consult with people who've already done what it is you want to do. An excellent one. You want to start that business. You want to start that foundation. You want to start that hobby. There's people who've already done it before you do. Before you, and these are people that you can approach. Surrounding yourself, you might find them in Facebook groups or special platforms. You might buy books, autobiography of the people who've done the kind of things that you want to do. You do your research on Google, on YouTube, wherever, to give you some ideas, to give you the steps that you need to take to be able to get to those goals. So that's one way to do it. Another way is to purchase a book. I think I've mentioned that. Purchase a book, a manual, or even an online course. Because there's so many courses now. Now we are in the digital age. Currently, we've got a crisis going on where most of us are at home. So we are all going online. There are so many courses out there online. Some paid for, some that are free. Do those, find time to do some of those courses. It will begin to give you ideas. It will give you the stages and the steps and the kind of things that you need to do. It will give you some ideas. So when you meet like-minded people, you've got like proper good thought out questions to ask. because that's how you're going to learn from people who have already done what you're doing. Okay. Then just look back and see what you have had to do to get to where you are now. So if, for example, you're feeling a bit discouraged, look at what other things that you've done and be successful at, and then just feel encouraged. But yes, so these are the kind of things you got to do: a bit of your research, a bit of reading the books, the online videos and stuff like that, and then chunk them down, break them into little steps, and put a time by the little steps. So for example, I've got one that I've done recently for something that I want to do. So for example, if I want to write a book, for example, or yes, if I want to write a book, I don't know an awful lot about writing a book. All I know is I've got a subject that I'm passionate about, I understand it, and I want to write the book. So I'll put the writing of the book in the center there. And then I'll put spokes out on the side of all the different steps that I need to take. So I've done my little research, and it will mean, so I know that I need to maybe have some headings of what I want to put in the book. So I'll put the headings down. Then I'll also put chunk down how much I'm going to do by when. And then time by which you might, contact people who know what people who've written books, time that you're going to contact them, where you're going to contact them. You'll put them all down in simple sentences. And then you open your diary and put the points, the things that you need to do in your diaries, so that you know that Monday morning I'll need to call, or I need to get to the Facebook group, I've asked a question and check the answers. Or Tuesday morning, I need to write my first 4 chapters. Wednesday morning, I need to contact the person who's going to draw the pictures. So you've broken them all down and you've put them in your diary. And every day you tackle one of the things that you've put down in the diary. Make sure that every day consistently you're doing things that will move you in the direction of your goal, right? And I'm still going back to my book. It says to do the first things first. So make sure you overcome your inertia and just get up and do it. Okay. The one thing I've also learned with goal setting and everything else is to plan your next day the evening before. Actually, I've even moved it a stage further. So Sunday evenings, I plan my whole week of what I'm going to do, the course I'm going to make, when I shoot my videos, what I do on my Facebook, put in the housework, if I want some family time. I plan all that Sunday evening for the week, so that you've got you're not now thinking, you wake up in the morning thinking, what am I going to do today? Because you've already planned it on Sunday, you can just work through. So you're already up in the morning, you're ready to go. You're not now going to plan. You know exactly what you're going to do and you're on it. Okay. And the other little bits that I want to add is, if you are in a group, or you've got somebody like-minded, person, you can invite the person to be what we call your accountability partner. The person can hold you responsible for the sort of things that you said you're going to do. So if, for example, today I've got to do a few of my YouTube stuff, I've got to do some of my online work, and then I've got to try and make a few phone calls. My accountability partner, I've told this to my accountability partner. So in the evening or at an agreed time, you meet up and he's going to call you or you're going to call him, and then you are going to make sure that you've done what you said you're going to do. Because you're going to hold him accountable for the things he's going to do, and he's going to hold you accountable for the things that you say you're going to do. This is one sure way to make sure that your goals, your plans, and everything else that you want to do is right on time, because there's somebody you've got to answer to. If you've got no accountability partner, it's very, very easy to just lapse and not do what it is you want to do. And, soon you find yourself falling behind, and then you lose the motivation, you lose the passion, and you lose the zeal that you had. 6 months down the line, you've forgotten completely about it. You wake up next year and think, geez, I thought I was going to do this and it hasn't been done. So yes, chunk your goals down, put them in your diary when you're going to do them. Get yourself an accountability partner and see how life will change for you, how you're going to be moving from where you are now to where you want to be. So you can turn around in a year's time and see how much you have achieved. In summary, have some goals, have some good, brave, passionate goals. Break the goals down, write them down, put them in your diary, get yourself an accountability partner and see how your life changes. Thank you very much for your time with me. If you like what you got, share. Subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up because that encourages me a lot. Thank you so very much again. You have a good day and I'll meet you on my next video. Bye-bye.